Hi everyone, my name is Antonia and this is PerryPictures. Today's video is for artists who want to sell commissions or have already started selling commissions and aren't sure when to revise or how often to reevaluate their commission listings. To help with that, I have identified 5 specific indicators that will help clear up some of the confusion surrounding when it's time to make adjustments to what you are selling, and we'll explain what those 5 things are in this video. If you find this topic relevant and helpful, please hit subscribe and give it a like. While we go over those things, I have a speed paint running on the screen of my most recent commission, which is particularly relevant since this commission is a direct result of reason number 1 to revise your commission listings. Reason number 1, and the reason why I recently revised my Etsy store, is in response to feedback from your audience. Thanks to having a quick dialogue with one of my site visitors, I learned that she was looking for art for her young adult LGBTQ romance books, which takes place half at a boarding school and half at a university. She has 2 stories available to read on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and a few other places, which I'll drop her link tree for you down in the description if you'd like to read all about these characters that I'm drawing here today. Both as a freelance artist and as a YouTube content creator, it is important to engage with your audience as often as possible. And on that note, I genuinely want to know what kind of video you want to see next. Whether it's a BitLife video, animation, or art tutorial, drop a comment and let me know because I'd be happy to collaborate with you. When you pay attention to what your visitors are saying, you can pick up on hints and open yourself up to new opportunities where you can expand your offerings and ultimately everybody benefits. For example, in my first Etsy video on how to start selling digital art commissions, which I will put a card up in the corner now, I had 3 listings offering to draw character portraits, full body designs, and full body group party artwork, but none of these listings included background art. One of the things I quickly noticed in my Etsy Messenger was potential clients looking for illustrations with backgrounds or art commissions of specific story-based scenes for their characters. My initial thought was to send these clients over to my full body group art listing rather than expanding or creating a new listing. However, the labor involved in illustrating a fully developed scene with characters and backgrounds is far beyond the time commitment I had priced my other listings based on. So I had 3 choices here. A, turn down the request for commission and miss out on this new opportunity. B, send the buyer to my other listing and ask them to trust me that I can do what they want despite not seeing any samples of that content on there. Or C, set up a new listing that serves that criteria and send them the new link expressing interest and excitement about their idea. Personally, I went with option C, which also provides me a chance to adjust my prices to fit the time commitment this new type of content is going to require. If you have personal experience with this kind of feedback, I'd like you to share your examples down in the comments below and let us know if that was something you were able to turn into a new opportunity or maybe plan to in the future. The second reason on my list to revise your commission offerings is after you've produced a few commissions and gained a better sense of the time commitment that goes into them. When we first draft our commission listings, we are typically estimating how long we think it will take to draw something and price accordingly. My recommendation when you start to draw is to start timing yourself as well, remembering to pause the timer if you're like me and take frequent breaks or a few long breaks in the process. You want the most accurate timing you can get for the actual work you're doing so that you're being honest with your clients about what they're paying for. If you stop to watch an episode of Family Guy in between the sketch and the line art stage, it would be unfair to include that half hour in your estimate. Just like a full-time job, you can't put watched Family Guy episode 16 on your timesheet for half an hour. So you shouldn't do that as a freelancer either. Now that said, once you know how long it actually takes you, how should you adjust your commissions? Regarding reason number 2, there's no need to change the content you're offering, but rather the price. Once you have a good sense of how long it takes, break out the calculator and divide your commission costs by the number of hours spent, and that will tell you your hourly rate. If this seems too low, you may want to raise your prices. The third reason to revise your commissions is based on supply and demand. Once you've publicly listed your commission offerings online, besides driving traffic to your commissions by announcing them on social media or other platforms where commissions are relevant, there's not much else to do but wait for an order to come in. After a number of weeks or months have passed, I'd say anywhere between perhaps 3 weeks and 3 months, it's a good time to review how your commissions are performing. Think about how many orders you're getting and how frequently. Are you being snowballed in orders and it's become overwhelming? Are you enjoying a steady flow of orders? Or are you struggling to attract buyers? While there are many factors involved in each of these outcomes, I have a few general tips on how to respond depending on which you're experiencing. If you've received a steady flow of orders, you can skip this section because you don't need to revise your listings. Hooray! But if you are being snowballed with orders, there's a chance you're either underselling yourself or simply the demand for what you're offering far exceeds the number of suppliers, you and other artists like you, who are meeting that need. In this case, there are 2 things you can do to alleviate the avalanche of work. A, increase your prices, which may lessen the amount of orders you get, but maintain your level of income. Or B, increase your expected delivery times to give yourself longer to draw and deliver on the amount of orders you are receiving, which can decrease the pressure you're under and set expectations with your clients so orders that were placed around the same time aren't all expecting you to do them simultaneously and still deliver within a quick turnaround time. However, if after a few months you notice you're struggling to attract buyers, it's possible you may be overselling yourself. Maybe your prices are too high, or maybe your prices are appropriate based on cost per hour of work, but the skill level isn't competitive enough with other suppliers meeting the same demand as you. For example, unless I suddenly become immensely better at drawing vehicles, and I mean extremely better than I am now, it doesn't make any sense for me to offer commissions in that niche. Rather than cut costs, take another look at what kind of content you are best at producing and contract your listings to only include the very best of what you can create. And start there until you've increased your skill level in other areas. Number 4 on the list is about exactly that, a change in your skill level as an artist. If you've experienced a lot of growth since you first created your commissions list, it's probably time to update it. This could mean an update for both your quality of content as well as your price. Every once in a while, it's good practice to swap in newer artwork as your example art on your commissions listing to show your current capabilities. This could be the difference between someone passing on your listing and committing to purchasing from it. Hopefully the muscle memory and confidence you've developed as an artist with your work has quickened the pace at which you're able to draw things that used to take you eons to make. But just as hopefully, the quality of what you're making has also increased, which ideally balances out the value of your commission costs regardless of the rate per hour change. Or increase the value of your commission costs due to the increase in your skill level that you have to offer. A good way to tell the difference between whether or not the value of your skill level has increased the value of your commission cost is to look at supply and demand and repeat the analysis from reason number 3. The 5th and final reason on my list to reevaluate and revise your commissions is to manage stress and anxiety. If the commissions are piling up and stressing you out to the point of dread, try limiting the kind or quantity, or both, of the commissions you take. In addition to putting limits on your listings, you may also want to put your commissions on a temporary hiatus and give yourself a much-needed break. It's also advisable to put your shop to an away status from time to time to reset and recharge your creative battery. Just like taking a vacation from any other kind of job, you occasionally need a vacation from your freelance work too. That wraps up all my advice for this video. I hope you enjoyed the speed paint in the background and got something helpful from today's topic. If so, please consider subscribing and leaving a like, and I will see you next time. Bye!